The allure of Poveglia Island had haunted my dreams ever since I first read about its macabre history. Nestled between Venice and Lido in the Venetian lagoon, it was a place where death lingered in the air, a silent witness to centuries of suffering. I arrived in Italy under the guise of a vacation, but my true purpose was to set foot on the island that many claimed was cursed. The locals refused to take me there, whispering that it was El Isole dei Morti, the island of the dead. Undeterred, I rented a small boat and set off as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with streaks of crimson. The island loomed ahead, an ominous silhouette against the twilight. As I moored the boat on the decaying dock, a shiver ran down my spine. The air was thick with the stench of decay, and the silence was oppressive. Armed with nothing but a flashlight and a camera, I ventured into the heart of the island. The abandoned buildings were a maze of corridors and rooms, each telling a story of despair. I could almost hear the echoes of the patients' cries, the doctor's hollow footsteps, and the clang of metal door sealing fates. I found my way to the old hospital wing, where the most tormented souls were said to have been housed. The air was colder here, and I could feel the weight of unseen eyes upon me. In the beam of my flashlight, I caught sight of medical instruments left to rust, their purpose long forgotten. It was in the isolation ward that I felt in a presence, so overwhelming that I could barely breathe. The room was small, with a single window high up on the wall. In the corner was a bed, its straps frayed and stained, and on the wall, scratched into the plaster, were countless tablets, each one marking a day of someone's imprisonment. I raised my camera, the need to document this horror overpowering my fear, but as the flash pierced the darkness, I saw it, a figure, hunched over in the corner, its face obscured by shadows. I blinked, and it was gone. Panic set in, and I ran, the sound of my footsteps echoing through the empty halls. I didn't stop until I reached my boat, and I didn't look back as I fled the island. As I write this, the photos I took that night sit beside me, but there is one I cannot bring myself to look at again, for in that photo, taken in the isolation ward, there is a face staring back at me from the darkness, a face twisted in anguish and rage. Poveglia Island is real, and so is the terror I felt there. I will never return, but the memories of that night will haunt me forever.